I would actually wear these sunglasses for the entire review, but I'm not going to because A, I literally can't see the screen at all. Like, at all. B, I can't see because I need actual glasses with contacts because my vision sucks. And also, I didn't enjoy watching Jeremy John's review when he has sunglasses the entire time. So I'm actually just gonna not have sunglasses, but they work for the thumbnail. And I'm just gonna wear, you know, the classic glasses. So if you thought this review was gonna be me wearing sunglasses, too bad. Let's review International.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
We are the Men in Black.
Men in Black International. I'm now realizing that I recorded this review at the worst time because my dad is playing saxophone upstairs. So if you hear saxophone, that's because I reviewed this at the worst time. So Men in Black International is the fourth installment into a franchise that should have died in 2002. And actually, I like Men in Black's concepts. Okay, Men in Black is a franchise that's... If somebody asks, what's one franchise that should have died with the first film? I would say Jurassic Park. Oh, and also Men in Black. Jurassic Park really should have died with that first movie. I mean, I like Jurassic World, but... Come on. Getting off track. Men in Black's an interesting franchise to me. Okay, not really. The first one... Like everybody, I love that movie. It's hilarious, it's clever, it's funny. The banter between Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones is great. I really love that movie. I freaking hate Men in Black 2. I watched these movies this last week because I was thinking, alright, I'm going to watch them because I've only seen the first one, and I was like, I need to go see those other two before I see International. And I was like, okay, one of them's going to be bad. I didn't even know which one was supposed to be bad. And then I saw two, and I was like, this is probably the bad one. And I did not, I like, for a early 2000s movie, a sequel to a 90s movie, that I really shouldn't care about it. I hate this movie. It messes up on every level. Characters suck, writing sucks, it's messy, and it's confusing, and I hated the way they returned Tommy Lee Jones. It was so messy. It's a terrible movie. Men in Black 2 is terrible. Say what you want, but it's terrible. 3 is, I feel so indifferent on 3, it's impressive. Like, there are a lot of concepts I actually genuinely love in that movie. Execution-wise, it's meh. It's meh. There's concepts I like. There's scenes I like. But as a whole, it doesn't really come together as a great movie. It's not good. It's not a good movie. But it's not nearly as bad as Men in Black 2. Let's talk about International, the movie that's been review bombed. Wow. I saw the 30% when I woke up in the morning, just at 30% because I sleep in a lot. And I was like, okay. Yep, not really surprised. I was not even expecting this movie to be that good because 80s franchises should not get sequels this late in the game. Or 90s franchises, but whatever. 2000s, this basically, what even is this franchise? Like, there's one in the 2010s, one in the 90s, and one in the 2000s. Now there's two in the 2010s. Yeah, that's kind of sad. So this is now a 2010s franchise, if you really think about it. If you want to say when it started, I guess the 90s, but that's like saying The Matrix. I would consider The Matrix a 2000s franchise, so I'm going to consider this one a 2000s franchise just because. This movie got review bombed. I think it's at 24%. That is real. That's Dark Phoenix bad. So I went in this movie with the lowest expectations. I did not expect to like it at all. And there are things I liked. It's that's not nearly as bad as Aladdin or Dark Phoenix. So let's talk about it. First off, a lot of people said that they enjoy Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson in this movie, who I love in Ragnarok. Not nearly as much in this movie. They're good. I liked the acting. I didn't really care for the characters, but I liked the acting. They had good banter. I hated Chris Hemsworth's character, though. Like, here's the problem with this character. He's a complete jerk the entire movie. And the entire movie, they even go with scenes saying, we're going to actually move this character directions. They literally have a character development scene in the middle where they're, like, talking about his problems. Tessa Thompson is saying, like, you're a really bad person. You should fix this. And they're, like, arguing about it. And it actually seems like it goes in a direction, that's cliche, but it's going in the direction to make this character better. And then they drop that, go with this plot, this really ridiculous plot, and then that's dropped. So he starts the movie off being a complete jerk, and he never changes. So Tessa Thompson's character is just boring. I just didn't enjoy her character. She was just boring. She was just boring. Liam Neeson was cool when he was on screen. He's not that much in this movie, but he was okay. There's one thing I hated about the marketing, though, for this movie. The marketing was pretty accurate for the film, but That pug, you know the pug from the Men in Black 2, and I guess he's in the first one? Yeah, did you know that, so he's on the poster for this movie, the one I used in the thumbnail? He literally is an Easter egg in the movie. He's an Easter egg. So the marketers thought, let's put the Easter egg on the poster, acting like he's going to be a character, but he sits on a bench and says something stupid. That's what he does in this movie. That's his character in this entire movie. That's like having a Deadpool 2 poster have all the X-Men on it. Because the scene when he's saying, you guys can't afford more X-Men, and behind him the door opens and all the X-Men are there. Like, that's literally like having that on the poster of Deadpool 2. You don't put Easter eggs on your poster. But is this movie terrible? Is this movie as bad as people are saying it is? No. Is it great? No, it's bad. Don't see it. It's bad. It's not terrible. It's not Men in Black 2 bad, but it's bad. There. I've already can say that there are a lot of concepts and ideas I do actually like in this movie. I think it handles Men in Black the best of the other ones. There's no stupid neuralizer jokes, which I thought they were okay in the first one. They dragged out in the second and third one. But there are some jokes in this movie that were actually funny. Mainly from Pawnee, the little guy. I thought I was going to hate him from the trailers. I actually really enjoyed him. I thought he was cute and funny. The rest of this movie, it's just boring. Like, the plot of this movie is just weak. It's just lame and weak. It's just a really throwaway, oh, here's a Men in Black plot that's not really of purpose. Here, let's throw it in this movie. Let's make a movie, because Sony is so desperate for a franchise that they'll do anything for it. So Sony is not getting the message. After how many franchises of theirs, they drop franchises like that, and they're not realizing why they're dropping franchises. They're not realizing what's making franchises fail. They just aren't realizing it. Action-wise, it's not memorable. There's a scene where Tessa Thompson's fighting someone, and Chris Hemsworth is fighting someone, and they try and do this thing where it's like, Tessa Thompson gets thrown in the air, but also Chris Hemsworth gets thrown in the air. So they're basically having the exact same fight in different rooms, and their timing is the same. So we'll show Tessa Thompson get thrown in the air, and then we'll show Chris Hemsworth get slammed down, because it's showing the two different fights, which was interesting. It was really stupid in the movie, though. Just saying. I can't get over the fact of how broken the Men in Black world is. Like, people would know about this universe, because they literally drive speeding cars with rockets on them through tunnels, through cities, which, by the way, people would see, and they don't even care. They don't try and neuralize the people or anything. Like, it's just so lazy. Like, the writers don't even care. They're like, whatever. People will not notice it, or they won't care at all. But I care, and I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, no, the human beings in this world would think, yeah, there are aliens. There's a secret organization trying to hide the aliens. Part of the plot of this movie is that how broken their world is, because Tessa Thompson literally becomes a member of the Men in Black because she is, like, because she finds the Men in Black, like, so, yeah, there's also a really dumb twist at the end of this film, and when I saw it, I thought, come on, so that's the twist you're going with? Really? This movie isn't that interesting. It's just a weak, stupid Men in Black movie. This franchise, there shouldn't have been a third, and this movie should not exist. I know this movie literally ends basically saying, yeah, we're gonna have a couple others, but we're not. This movie's gonna make no money. Nobody cares about Men in Black anymore. It's such a dead franchise at this point. Because 1 was good, 2 was bad, 3 was okay, and 4 is bad. It's not terrible. It's the most forgettable Men in Black movie, but it's just bad to me. It was surprisingly messy. Yeah, I might want to mention how messy it is. They drop a lot of things. They just if you ever see it, by the way, don't see it, because it's a really waste of your time. But if you ever do see it, just know, you'll see it and you'll be like, okay, that's messy. Also, one weird thing, they really should have switched the 2 scenes of this movie. Like, one scene should have gone here, and the other scene should have gone here. It's really messy at the beginning, just saying. But, yeah, this movie's messy. Could have been a lot more clean. Unfortunately, this movie's lazily written, and it's just bland and boring. It's a bad Men in Black movie, which I'm the littlest phased by. It's not surprising to me at all that this movie was bad. Because in the end, Men in Black International really shows that this franchise just doesn't need to exist anymore. It's a dead franchise. I didn't enjoy the movie. I thought it was just boring and bland, and it just had a lot of plot holes, messy writing. It's not terrible. It's not as bad as a lot of people are saying it is, but would I recommend it? No, I thought it was just bad. This franchise is dead. Will be the day it dies, and I don't care. I don't care. This movie, I feel like Men in Black could have just been, oh look, that was one little fun movie. Because the original Men in Black literally ends with a solid ending to the franchise. Even 3 would have been a good ending to the franchise, but nope. Sony doesn't know how to end a franchise, so they'll throw another movie at it, and it's bland, and it's forgettable. So I'm not going to give this movie as nearly bad of a rating as I actually have been giving a lot of blockbusters recently. This has been a weak summer. Like, Aladdin is bad. Like, so let's just go through May and June. Like, May, Ugly Dolls, whatever, it sucked. Detective Pikachu, good, could have been better. John McThree is great. Just, it was everything I wanted it to be. Aladdin was terrible. Godzilla King of the Monsters could have been so much better. And Dark Phoenix was god-awful. And Men in Black International is bad. Turns out, I hope Toy Story 4 is as good as critics are saying it is. I need something that good. Because after Toy Story 4, there's nothing the next week I care about. And then we have Spider-Man. And then I don't care about anything the next week. Then we have Lion King. So there's not that much many movie reviews. But when I get to the rating of this movie, I'm going to give Men in Black International a 4 out of 10. A weak summer blockbuster. I even heard Secret Life of Pets is bad, which I'm not surprised by, and I don't plan to see it. I don't want to make Minions 2 a thing, or Minions 3, or Despicable Me 4 a thing. Just, I don't want Illumination to exist. This movie, don't see it. I'm not saying, like, don't see it because I don't want you to support it. Because this movie's not hateable. I don't hate it. I just thought it was boring and bland. It's literally the least interesting movie. I'll make a 3-way review tomorrow, probably, because I have seen 3 more Redbox movies. Or I haven't yet. I hopefully will see a 3rd one tonight. And the 2 others have been really bad. So I'm gonna have some fun with that review. Except for the other 2 are not even that interesting or bad. But yeah. See you guys next time. Bye.